welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be showing you guys just a quick overview of my current household, because I had asked a lot of you guys on like Twitter and stuff what you guys would like to see, and that's what you guys wanted to see this week. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to get anything else recorded, but hopefully tomorrow or the day after, like the weekend, I'll be able to get some more stuff recorded for you guys, because I do want to get some stuff out for you guys. But anyways, so this is just my current household, and I was just going to go ahead and show you guys what I've been doing with my current household and what I've been up to, and all that good stuff. So we live here in Brindleton Bay for the fact that my family is massive, like always. Um, I feel like I never have a small family, and I kind of hate that in a sense, but in a sense I love it because it's just who I am. But anyways, so I don't know if you guys know, but I created Aurora McKinley probably like when I got my laptop, and I fell in love with her. And I don't know what's up with me and redheads, because honestly, like, it seems to be a thing with me with my current households. But yeah, so I started out with just her, and she actually was like, living around. She didn't have that great of money, and I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do with her at the time. But then I decided that I wanted to do my achievement challenge, um, which I've started an LP on from my other computer, but I've just been working on this save on my free time. And she actually got that her achievement was going to be to reach. What was her achievement? Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. I can look it up. She had to complete the entertainer career, which we have done. We are now actually in the criminal career because of the fact that she has the public enemy aspiration, which she's completed now. And I was trying to make it where all of my Sims should have completed their aspiration before they've, passed away. So she just recently finished her aspiration, and now she's working on the criminal career. She's on level 8, and we're still chugging along. Hopefully, we're gonna get it through and be able to get it done. But yeah, so we've moved around a lot, and then at one point she had woohooed with 3 different people, and I had asked you guys on Twitter who you guys thought the dad was gonna be. Um, and ended up being that it was the Ramesh, who is this guy's father. Let me show you. So she first got pregnant with a guy named um, Adavaith, and he was older than her, but obviously he's passed away by now. But they had triplets, which I thought was really crazy. And then because her name was an A, I just decided that because I was going to be doing achievement challenge, it'd be easier to keep track of who exactly in my household counts towards the achievements. So her first 3 kids are named Bryson, Carson, and Dylan. And they are actually all around. So let me show you Aurora first, because this is her. I just think she's so freaking pretty. Like, oh my goodness. I can't get over her. She is not like your generic skinny little tiny little sim. She is a little bit on the chunkier side, which is beautiful in its own way. But she's actually about to be an elder in 2 days, so she's had quite the thing. She is a vegetarian, a dance machine, and a loner, and she has the entrepreneurial from me buying it, and then mastermind from completing the public enemy aspiration, and she's obviously dastardly from choosing a deviance aspiration. She is, like I said, in the criminal career, and that's pretty much just her. After she got pregnant and had the triplets, um, Adavaith wanted to kind of just be on his own. He didn't want to help out with the family or the kids. So she decided that she was going to raise the triplets on her own. And she became a celebrity at one point. And one of her like fans was this guy named Sheldon Huntington III, which he is actually if I show you, he's Jay Huntington III, and Penny. Oh, is mom and dad? Oh wait, I was like, they're not showing. Um, Penny Pizzazz, I think is her name originally, but she married Jay Huntington. But Penny from City Living, she is his mom, and I thought that was so sweet and like he's so cute. Like honestly, girl, no. um, and he came into the family. He's also a vegetarian, so like they shared that vegetarian vibe. Um, hold up, no, he's not. That's her. He is neat, clumsy, and a dog lover. He's kind of like the opposite of her, and he's a night owl because I bought it, and speedy cleaner because I bought that as well. But yeah, he just came into her life as a fan and like adored her, and it made her feel really, loved and appreciated. And so, she like fell in love with the fact that he loved her for who she was, not for like her money and such. And at the time, she did have a little bit stored up. And then he asked her if he could move in, and she was like, "Sure, I don't see why not." So she allowed him to move in, and they were in like a small little house. And then she was like, "With triplets and you and me, like we need a bigger house." So she was able to buy them a very nice home with like an upstairs and such. But we've actually had to move out of that house now. But he doesn't have an actual job. I just have him as a game competitor. He just comes on the computer, and he's pretty much in here all the time, just on the computer, and he just enters game tournaments. And then when he enters these, he makes a bunch of money, and then he always plays for Sims Forever. I mean, come on. But I'm just saying, so this is pretty much what he does with his life, and he doesn't really have needs to take care of because if you haven't realized, he's a vampire. He actually had to become a vampire because he has a master vampire aspiration, which is fine with me, whatever. Um, so he's not actually aging, but I will be taking him off of being a vampire once he completes this. So he needs to survive for an additional 20 days as a vampire, and he's at 2 of 20. It keeps resetting if he goes outside, so I have to keep him indoors for that fact. So that's why I have him inside playing video games on the computer because it keeps him distracted and it keeps him away from the sun, which is good. So he just sits here, plays video games, drinks his drinks, and pretty much enters into tournaments. That's all he does. I keep him right here. I don't let him do anything else unless he absolutely needs it. But if you look at he's good. Like he is fine. So he came into the home and then he decided that, he wanted to have his own set of kids. And, him and Aurora talked about it after the triplets were quite a bit older and they ended up having twins. Um, oh my gosh. Let me show you the triplets first. I'm all over the place and I do apologize. But this is Bryson here, the one in the tux. Put up the walls so you can kind of see him better. I love the face. This is Bryson. He is adorable, if you ask me. He's got black hair, he's the fancy pants just because he is in the comedy career. And he actually went from level 5 to level 10 from like one of those pop-up cards that you can like choose the two options when the fame stuff came out. And it literally put him all the way up to 10. And I was like, oh my God, like that was so easy. So he doesn't really ever have to do anything. And for some reason, his daily task is always completed, whether he's done it or not, which is weird. But yeah, so he is also right now working on the bodybuilder aspiration. And the reason he's doing this is because he has to complete 10 aspirations for his what is it called, for his achievement, for the achievement challenge part. So he needs to complete 10 aspirations. So this is number 2. I believe he completed the comedian one, and that's why we went into the comedian job. What is it under? Yeah, joke star. He already completed that, so he's got that one done, and now he's working on athletic, and he's on the first part because I haven't taken him to the gym to work out yet, but I will. And he's mastered the comedy skill, So he's good there. And she has mastered cooking and dancing. I think that's it. Yeah. No, and piano. She had to do piano as well for her one career. But yeah, so he is in that. And I'm trying to get him to fall in love with, or I think he might be dating her or something. No, he's not dating her yet, but I want him to be with Perla Bingham just because she's pretty. Like, look at her skin color, first of all. Second of all, look how pretty she looks. Like, she looks really nice. So I really want him to like fall in love with her and have be like married to her and possibly have like at least one child with her if they don't adopt or something. So that's kind of why I've been pushing that a little bit. But I just think he's so cute and he's so like heavily working on his careers. But the triplets are about to age up to adults in 6 days. So he's kind of running out of time to get all this done. But anyways, then we have Carson who is at work. He's got red hair like Mama Bear, which is very okay with me. He wants to be a master mixologist for his aspiration, which is fine. And obviously, he's in the mixology career. He's on a mixologist, or he went in the culinary career, but he went to a mixologist because of the whole thing. And as you can tell, he's at work, but his mixed drinks thing still says complete. It's another one who has a glitch. Like, it's really weird. Um, and I don't think he has anything maxed. No. And his achievement challenge is to complete the gardening collection, which is fine. We'll get that done. I mean, I can pretty much buy packets. I have limited to it that he can only buy one of each packet once per week. So we purchase them all on Sunday and then open them all up. And then whatever we get, we have to plant if it's new. That's kind of how I've made it a little bit easier on myself than having to go like loot all of them out in the world. But anyways, so he's a mixologist. He's good, bookworm, gloomy. He has the essence of flavor from his aspiration. And then I bought him multiple things like compassionate, physically gifted. He's compassionate because of having the positive empathy. He is physically gifted from completing the rambunctious scamp aspiration. He's responsible from having the positive responsibility. I've bought him observant and morning sim. So those are two that things that I bought him. But he also, like I said, ages up in 6 days. And he actually is in a relationship with, or yeah, he's in a relationship with this girl named Arya. She is actually a mom. She actually has kids. So I don't know how I'm going to do that. I don't know if I'll move in the kids as well or what's going to happen there. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. And then the last one of the triplets is Dylan. And I'll show you him. He's over here. He's my sweetheart. Seriously, like, oh, I couldn't be without him. And he is um got a girlfriend named Jamie, and we'll go into her next. He actually has the friend of the animals aspiration, which I freaking hate. This aspiration is way too hard. No offense, like be friends with 12 animals at the same time. Girl, I ain't got time to be making friends, okay? He doesn't have a career because his achievement was to spar 50 times as a vampire, which is why I had to have Emmett turn him. Now I want to reverse it and I want to give him the vampiric like thing so that he can stop being a vampire so he can start aging properly. And making that is like death because first of all you have to have like garlic and all this other stuff, and the only person that knows how to make it is Sheldon. Oh man, it's a stressful situation. It's a stressful situation. Um so yeah, so he doesn't really have like any skills max because he doesn't really have time for that. I mean, we could work on vampire lore maybe more, but I'm not really pushing him as a vampire. And then his things are genius, hot-headed, and evil, and he is an animal effect. He has the animal affection from choosing an animal aspiration. Um, he has a responsible. He had the responsible trait. He was socially gifted from the social butterfly. I've bought him night owl and observant. So I bought him night owl because I was trying to build or do the sparring. And if you're wondering how I know that he sparred 50 times, you can actually go in here and see how many times he sparred. So he's exactly sparred 50 times, and I'm good with that because I don't need to do it anymore. And it actually helped Sheldon level up his vampiric stuff, so that was good too because he needed it for his aspirations. That was great. Now getting into it, He fell in love with a girl named Jamie Weir, and she was actually pregnant at the time that I moved her in. I had no freaking clue. So she actually has her own set of twins that live in the home, which is they just became kids, so I haven't even changed their clothes or anything. But Azura and Ace are her two kids, and then she has Isabella with Carson. So or Dylan, excuse me. So they have their baby together, and then she has the twins with this other guy named Ivan, who is actually in the Huntington family now because I think he married into it. I don't think he's like an actual Huntington, but yeah. So she still has the last name of Weir. She's lazy, geek, and goofball. She also wants to be a master mixologist, but she doesn't actually count because she's a Marian, just like well, Sheldon does because he's see, I don't know. I've allowed Sheldon to count, but I didn't allow Jamie to count towards the challenge. So I don't really know how I want to do it. But as of right now, she doesn't count. And I don't know why, but she doesn't. But, anyways, so, um, yeah. So she's a Marian, so I considered her not to count. And because her two kids don't actually tie into our family tree properly, they don't actually count either. I just raise them and then they can kind of all get kicked out at some point if I wanted them to. Um, I don't plan to. I plan to just raise them until they pretty much pass away of old age or whatever. But if something happened to them, it wouldn't be the end of the world. No offense. Anyways, so yeah, so she's fallen in love with our Mr. Dylan here, and they had their first baby together, which is Isabella, and I think she's adorable. She is in the culinary career. She's only level 2. She's not like that high, and she doesn't have that much skills, but that's okay. And yeah, so that's her, and she's a young adult, I believe. Yeah, she's got 22 days until she ages, so she's got quite a while. But anyways, then we had the twins that I was telling you about that were Sheldon's. Um, and I was so shocked that she had twins. I was like, oh my god, triplets, then twins, like what next? And they're actually both vampires, so that's kind of interesting. But this here is Emmett. He also has the Friend of the Animals aspiration. So either he needs to complete it or Dylan needs to, or both. I would really like both of them to complete it. I'd like everyone to complete their aspiration, but if it doesn't happen, I'm not going to fret and stew about it. He's a vampire, like I said, and his thing, he's still in high school right now, so he doesn't really have anything going on, but he's already an A student. He is not that great on much except for responsibility. I need to work on manners, emotional control, empathy, and conflict resolution. But he still has 10 days before he ages, so we have time. I was working on conflict resolution by having him listening, or, um, no, it was emotional control by having him wind down with the classical music on the radio just because he is flustered. Um, and he is kind of moving up in the vampire thing because he was born as a vampire. I actually can't cure them is my goal, is my like own rule. So because Sheldon became a vampire, I can cure him, and because Dylan became a vampire, I can cure him. But unfortunately, Emmett and Fiona, they both have been born into it. So they unfortunately cannot cure their vampirism. They will have to deal with it for the rest of their lives, whether I have them for 700 years or not. That's just how it goes. Um, so right now he has the vegetarian, cheerful, and the animal affection. He is a happy toddler because he had all level 3 toddler skills. I think he even maxed them all, to be honest. And he's physically gifted from the rambunctious scamp aspiration, which is awesome. And yeah, so that's pretty much what he's doing. And Emmett's goal for um Emmett's goal is that he needs to decorate or complete the decorative eggs collection. So we worked on it on spring, and he's got all but I think it's like one egg that we're missing, honestly, because I feel like we ran out of time for the spring festival. But once it comes around again, we'll finish it off. So it's right here. I think we're just missing, oh no, we're missing two. We're missing a common one and a common one. So two commons. But we've got the rare ones. He's got them all in his inventory, so I don't mess with those. And he got them all himself. I didn't have anyone else search for them for him. Like, he did it all on his own, so that was awesome. Now, Fiona, which is his twin sister, she, like I said, is also vampire. And I think I still need to edit these guys' clothes because I don't think I have. Because I don't think I would have given her this, but maybe I did. I can't remember. She wants to be the city native, so we have to do that for her. She's obviously in high school. She has a B just because we need to get something up in a skill level up, but that's okay. And she doesn't have anything maxed because she's a teen. She's only really good in responsibility. She's actually kind of worse off in everything else than her brother. She's a klepto, cat lover, and home turf, and then she's creatively gifted from the artistic prodigy aspiration. I don't know why she doesn't have happy toddler because I'm pretty sure she had everything maxed as a toddler, so I'm kind of confused about that. But yeah, because anyone who counts towards the aspiration challenge has to complete like the toddler and children things. Anyways, just saying. But yeah, so she's not as great off. She's a fledgling vampire and he is a minor vampire. So he's like the step above her. He's a little bit farther along in the vampirism. But she's not really into it as much as he is. Like, he gets wishes and things for it and she doesn't. I don't think she really enjoys being a vampire, to be honest. I feel like she kind of hates it, but it's in her blood and she's got to do what she's got to do. So that's her. And she has to win 25 chess games, so she's got to work on that. And then they decided, by Sheldon and Aurora, that they weren't done having kids and they wanted to have more. They had another set of twins, which is Grace here. She is a child at the moment. She has about 2 days until she ages, I do believe. She's erratic and she's a happy toddler. And I'm not working on public image unless I absolutely have to. But her responsibility is awesome. She has an A in school, so she's ready for that. The only thing she has to do is this. She has to complete her aspirations still. But once she completes these last two things, she's good to go. She's done and she can move on pretty much. And then her twin brother is named Hank. And Hank is right here. If I can spin this camera around. Okay. Here's Hank. I don't know what he's doing, but he's looking fine. Okay. All right. And I didn't mean that in like looking fine, like as in sexy. I meant like a little kid, like fine. Anyways, he's the artistic prodigy. He needs to complete the last part of his as well. He is also an A in school. Um, and they don't have to complete their skills unless it's for their aspiration. That's what I've come up with. If they do, that's great, but if they don't, whatever. He is a, let's see, he is a bookworm and a happy toddler. And yeah, what does he need to do? He needs to do something pretty extensive, I believe, as well. Um, well, Grace needs to complete the Big Happy Family aspiration, and Hank needs to complete the Aliens collection. So he's going to be a little bit busy. But then we have Azura and Ace, and like I said, these guys don't actually count, so they aren't part of the aspiration challenge. But I'm just going to kind of show you them. They just aged up, so I gave them like beds and stuff. She wants to be a whiz kid, obviously a C in school, and her traits are neat and happy toddler. And then her twin brother is Ace, and he's right here. I haven't changed their clothes, like I said. He wants to be the social butterfly. He's got a C in school, and then his is hot-headed and a happy toddler. So that was interesting. But they were both happy toddlers. I don't think they maxed out all of their skills as a toddler just because I think I was busy with everyone else and I kind of slacked off on them. But Isabella here, she's new to the family as a toddler. She's just aged up as well, so I need to change her too. But she is gonna max out all of her stuff. She's already got 3 in communication, 1 in movement, and 1 in potty. And she is a wild child. I love the new randomize button. It makes it so much easier just to randomize the stuff. But yeah, so she's doing that, and she's just gonna talk with the teddy bear when she wakes up to get fun and to get energy, to get her communication up. And then we do have the dogs and the cat because obviously, um, when we had Dylan, he really needed the animals in the home. So we have this one here, which is named Gemma Lau, and it's I don't know, she's a pretty good dog. She doesn't really do anything too bad. And then at the same time as we got Gemma Lau, because our first puppy dog actually passed away, we have Teo. So he's a bit bigger of a dog, and I think he's freaking adorable. He's so goofy and like he just makes me love him so much more. But then our kitty cat actually ran away, and her name was Maddie. Um, I don't even think we can like see her. I don't think so. I don't know where she supposedly is, but yeah, so she actually passed away. Um, and that was or she actually ran away, and that's been like bothering the family. But then out here somewheres, oh, back here, we do have a little bit of a graveyard started. We've got our mom, Penny, because she was living in the home for the fact that unfortunately someone had to see someone die, and she was an elder, so I moved her in. It was kind of cheaty in a way, but not really because it's something I could do in the game. And then our first dog, Minnie, whom I loved so much. This is the garden we have started for Carson for the fact that he needs to complete the collection and he needs to keep the plants going. And having the bee box, from what I actually understand, helps your plants be higher quality. So that's what I did. Then we have some kids stuff out here. I mean, I still need to organize this. I did pull this house off the gallery, which I'm going to show you. It is a shell. It's not decorated or anything on the inside. So whatever you see on the inside is totally me. But anyways, this is what it looks like when you walk in the front doors. We've got a little like table here, and then there's like a side table. There is a lamp over this. For some reason, we just can't see it, but you know what? We could actually maybe turn on all lights. Turn on all lights. There we go. There's a cat litter box for obviously the cat, and then we've got these two like stands. I really love them. This comes from Strangerville. These are from the Get Famous pack. We've got some school projects going on. We've got our thermometer, and then this is like staircase going upstairs. This room here, I haven't decided what I want to make it quite yet, so I haven't really done anything yet. This is a full bathroom, which is not completed. And then off of this room here is our study. This is what it looks like. We've got a wall of bookshelves, and then we've got the chess table. And then over here we have the desk, which I obviously have put together. He's using the laptop, and then this comes from the criminal career. So Aurora got that, so I stuck it in here. I thought it was nice. It was a nice feature. And then through this door wall here, you've got our kitchen and our dining room area. So this is what the kitchen looks like. I think it's really nice. I don't know why I have this extra school homework. I don't know whose it is, but it's really annoying me. Um, We've got some popcorn and ice cream, and then we've got the cake from them just aging up. And then you've got the sitting area over here, which is really, really, really pretty. And it has like a skylight. If I could show you, I would, but I can't because it won't let me. But there's like a skylight up there. It's really pretty, and it just looks really like beautiful. And then we've got this little area over here, which is like where the dog stuff is, the umbrellas, some decorations. Through this door here is just a laundry room. And it's kind of like our mud room. So I put shoes in here and the washer dryer and all that good stuff. But it just leads out here to like the side of the house, kind of, which also goes to the backyard. So that's kind of nice. Anyways, going this way, going through this door here, you have our living room, which I actually just remodeled a little bit, not completed quite yet. But we've got a couple couches, a coffee table, light, and our stereo, which we brought from our old house. So that's pretty nice. And it's a big room. I figured we will get a wall TV, and then I might put like, I don't know, a sitting area, a reading area or something there. Probably going to put a half bath in here just because I think that it would be good, especially for the kids here and the living room. Then this is the toddler room. It doesn't have like a full-fledged door because I don't think it needs one. But we had three toddlers at one point, and we also had our baby here. And then we've got toys laid around the potty and the teddy bear. This is what is supposed to be the garage. I have just kind of thrown some stuff in here that I don't really know where I want it to go quite yet. But I'm trying to figure it out. So that's what I just kind of did. It's kind of like my litter spot for whatever I didn't know where it goes. Going up these stairs, you have a landing. I haven't tweaked up here barely at all, but this is where like the kids' building skills items are. Um, this is just a bathroom off the hallway. This is Carson's bedroom, and it'll be remodeled and stuff. This is Bryson's bedroom. Again, it'll get remodeled. There's another huge bathroom here, which I might actually split and figure out something for that. Then you have the um, the children girls and the children boys room, and then another bathroom which should go here. But like I said, we might not need all these bathrooms. Going up these stairs again, you have Aurora and Sheldon's bedroom here. And then you have Jamie and Dylan's bedroom here. And then just a small little walk around, and then a small tiny bathroom. And I just want to kind of show you the pictures that Sheldon got with his parents. So you can kind of see like this is him and his dad, and this is him and his mom. I want to do it with all of the people once they become young adults. So unfortunately, the triplets, their father passed away when they were younger, so I couldn't do it. But I will get them with at least Aurora, and then I will do it with Emmett and Fiona once they become young adults here in a little bit. I'll have them get their pictures taken with Aurora and Sheldon, and so on and so forth. But yeah, I really love this family. Like I said, everyone has pretty much their own thing that they have to complete. I did not create this home. It was created by somebody on the gallery. I pretty much just looked up like a home that was a shell and picked a few and then went with it. Um, so yeah. But if you guys enjoyed this and you guys want to see more about my households, um, that would be great. I would love to show you guys more. If you guys want to see a Sims 3 one, let me know. Let me know what you want to see out of the LPs that I have going on. I know Island Living comes out in here in just a few minutes, so um, I will be probably either live streaming that or whatever, but I will be, I have it, so I'm gonna be getting into that and playing that here in just a few minutes. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you guys did, please let me know. Don't forget to check out the description below where all my social media links, and share and like and comment and hit the notification bell so you can get notifications when I go live or when I upload something, because I do that quite often. Um, but yeah, so like I said, if you guys enjoyed it, please let me know, and I will talk to you guys in my very next one. Thanks very much for watching.